Hey chatbox out there, it's now Monday, a brand new week ahead. I hope you guys all are having a lovely start to your week. I got up to the sound of rain, it was absolutely lashing it down. I love the sound of rain and that musty earthy smell that the rain leaves. It's so good. And I had a cup of tea in my new Disney Villains mug with some mini pancakes with some raspberries and blueberries and strawberries on, and I'm going to show you guys a photo of that. It was so delicious. And then me and my mum were just watching a bit of Monkey World, and I got a photo of the cat snuggled up on the back of the sofa that I'm going to show you guys. She is so precious and I love the patterns on her fur. I then was listening to a bit of music and just doing some drawing and colouring in and reading some more solitaire, and had a cup of tea and some biscuits, and was just working on some illustrations and doing some colouring in and watching some vlogs and TikToks. And then for my lunch I had a cheese toastie with a cup of tea, and I was just watching some episodes of Doctor Who and was tidying up my office and sorting out my dolls and dollhouse. And I am now off to go off for a walk as the rain has now stopped, and I will see you with more of the vlog coming later on. A little bit later on in the evening now, I had a lovely walk and I got some flower sets that I'll show you. I was able to get some really pretty flower snaps, and they have raindrops on them from what had been raining and makes them look even prettier. And then I got a orange leaf snap. I love all the orange and yellow and red leaves starting to appear. Autumn is well and truly here. And then I got back and I was just reading some more of solitaire, had a cup of tea and some biscuits, and had a packet of skips, which are my favourite crisps ever. They're so delicious. And then I was just watching some vlogs and TikToks and posted some TikToks and was listening to a bit of music. Then I ended up having a nap, and then for my tea I had Spanish chicken. The Spanish chicken was so delicious. And then I was just listening to some more of the Kate Bush vinyl I was listening to before I had my tea. I was working on some more illustrations and doing some colouring in and listening to a bit of music and sorting out my Bleated doll. And I'm now off to go and watch today's Home and Away and the UK soaps, and we'll see you with more to vlog tomorrow. It's now Tuesday. I got up after a lie-in and I was watching Neighbours off of Amazon Prime, catching up with that, and I had some toast and a cup of tea for my breakfast, and was listening to a bit of music and just doing some drawing and colouring in and watching some vlogs and TikToks and some funny dog and cat videos. And then my dad got back from being at work and he was heading off to go for a doctor's appointment, and I then got myself ready to go off on a massive walk. And unlike yesterday, it was a lovely sunny day, lovely blue skies, so I was able to get out for a walk and not be worried about getting wet. And I had a lovely walk, and I headed up to the high street and went off to one of the flower shops. I got some plant nuts from there that I'm going to show you guys. Love all the succulents and cactuses from there, and the pretty plant pots and the pretty patterned leaves. I was having a lovely chat with the flower shop keepers from there, and also got some flower sets. Got such lovely bouquets of flowers they do in there, and love all the pretty colourful flowers, and it smells so good in there. I then went off and had like one side of the child shops, went off to one of the book shops. I love the smell of old books. And then I was looking in some of the other shops up the high street, and then went off to the plant shop at the top of the high street, and I got some plant sets. Plant displays in there are so cute, and they've got lots of swedes and pumpkins dotted around the place, decorated it all ready for autumn, and they've got loads of autumnal leaves hanging from the ceiling, and it's just so cute in there. I then went off to Greg's. Treated myself to a cheeky Greg's. I got a vanilla and custard slice and a bacon and cheese turnover and an apple juice. The Greg's was so delicious. Haven't had a Greg's in ages. I then went off to the card factory and got this pumpkin pen, which is so cute. Love a pumpkin pen. And I then got a card for Jen to thank her for always having us over for games night as a little thank you, and I know that she's going to absolutely love the card I chose. So I wrote that, and then I went off to one of the other flower shops and I got some flower starts. I was able to get some really pretty flower starts from there, and I loved the dahlias I was able to get a snap of. Those orange and yellow dahlias are so pretty. I was then having a lovely chat with the flower keepers from there, and then I headed down to my grandma's where my mum was to pop in and see how my grandma was getting on. And I got a photo of this pumpkin display that my grandma's neighbour has. Of these pumpkins and sweets they have outside the front of their house, and the autumn leaves they have along the side of the entrance to their house. The little archway is so pretty. They always food their house for Halloween and Christmas, and they always do such a great job. Then I got into my grandma's and we had some biscuits and cups of tea and just had a good catch up and a natter, and then me and my mum got back, and I'm now off to go to my work's drinks and food menu training, as we have our new winter menu launching soon, which is very exciting. And then after that I have jigsaw, so I'm going there afterwards, the special needs volunteering I do on Tuesday nights, and we'll see when I'm back from that. Later on in the evening now, I had my meeting at work for the menu launch for our food and drinks menu that is happening on the 3rd of October, which is very exciting. Lots of really delicious food and drinks that are going to be on there. And then we did some drinks training, and I poured a pint in front of the boss. I was a little bit nervous, but it was a perfect pint. He said almost, but I'll take that after saying it's a perfect pint. I'm still getting on pint pouring, but practice makes perfect. And then I went off to jigsaw volunteering, the special needs volunteering I do on Tuesday evenings, and we were making mud cakes, and I didn't get the memo that we were having the ingredients because they only said it before I got there. So I put all the ingredients in, so it came out in this ginormous massive like mud cake that was literally almost coming out of the cup. Still tasted perfectly fine. Put a bit of cream on there, flattened it down, perfect. Don't think I'd be getting Star Baker on Bake Off, but still it tasted delicious. And then I got picked up by my dad, got home, and for my tea I had some egg and bacon, and I'm going to show you guys a photo of that. Love a fry up. Then I was just finishing writing my journal entry for today and put that away, and my older sister popped over, and I then was just reading a bit more of Solitaire and had a cup of tea and some biscuits, and I'm now off to go and watch today's Home and Away and UK soaps, and then watch brand new Bake Off, and we'll see you with more of the blog tomorrow. It's now Wednesday. I got up early so I could catch up on some episodes of Neighbours, and had some toast and a cup of tea for my breakfast. I was listening to a bit of music and just doing some drawing and colouring in and reading some more Solitaire, and had a cup of tea and some biscuits. I was sorting out my bleach doll and tidying up my dolls and dollhouse at my office. And my dad had got back from being at work, and he was going in to collect my mum and grandma, as my mum had taken my grandma in to the hospital for a checkup. And I then got myself ready. I went off on a massive walk, and I got some flower stats I'll show you guys. I was able to get some really pretty flower stats with such lovely colours on. I also got 2 autumnal leaf snaps that I'm going to show you guys. They've got such lovely colours and patterns on. I love all the autumnal leaves, and got some selfies of some of the autumn leaves. I then went off to the shops to get myself some lunch from there, and then went on the way back from there. I got some more flour snaps to show you guys. Love that yellow dahlia with the white bits on the petals, and the red and pink ones with all the little bits sticking out. Very unusual ones, and they're just so pretty. I like the more unusual looking flowers, the ones that stand out more. And then I got back and I had some soft cheese rolls for my lunch with a cup of tea, and then I watched Hocus Pocus. Love that film, and had a cup of tea in my Hocus Pocus mug. That is probably one of my favourite mugs I've ever gotten. It's such a cool mug. And then I was listening to a bit of music and just doing some drawing and colouring in, and sorting up my office. And then I watched a bit of Penelope, which is such a great film, and also watched some of Ever After, and couldn't really decide on what film to watch, so I ended up just reading a bit of Solitaire, had a cup of tea and some biscuits, and then just did a bit of writing, and I've just been working on some new illustrations and colouring some of those in. And I'm now off to go and chill before going to work this evening. I'm doing a 5 till close, so I've got my uniform ready for that, and I got my work rota for next week, so I've written those down on my journal and put them on the board ready, so I know that which day I have my shifts on. And yeah, I will see you more vlog coming later on. It's later on in the evening now, and I went off to my work shift. My dad dropped me up, and he dropped me up early as he had to go off and do some errands and stuff before, so I got dropped up earlier than planned. So I went off and had a round of charge shops, and went off to W. Smith, and I got a new notebook, sketchbook to do some illustrations in. Cannot wait to do lots of new illustrations in here. And I got myself a chocolate Turkish delight bar from the newsagents, and got myself a drink to have at work. I then went off to the card factory, and I got these sweets, and they are shrimp like foam sweets, which I love, and it says "Your shrimp the best" on, which is so cute. I love these little sayings. And then I got to work, got clocked in, and put my bag away, and it was me and one other of my colleagues on shift, and we were just getting lots of the clothes and clean jobs done. Wednesdays are quite quiet evening shifts, so I was just smashing out the cleaning and clothes jobs. We had a few regulars in and had a few bookings, but other than that it was pretty calm. And I had a few cups of tea with coconut milk in, which was so good, and I love coconut milk so much. And then at the end of my shift, I had actually done quite a lot of the closed stuff, and all we had to do was quite a lot of the supervisor kind of stuff. So my supervisor let me go home early, so I got to finish early. I then clocked off and I popped to Co-op. I got myself some pain au chocolat to have one for my breakfast tomorrow and have those throughout the week. Also got myself some cherry cola. I love cherry cola so much. And then I got back, got into my PJs, and I had a cheese and potato pie that my younger sister had made, and I'm going to show you guys a photo of that. The cheese and potato pie my younger sister had made for us was so good. I was then just watching a bit of Grand Designs with my mum and dad. I love that show so much, and I'm now off to go and watch today's Home and Away and the UK soaps. Finish writing my journal entry for today, and then I'm going to be listening to a bit of music and doing some new illustrations in my new sketchbook. Cannot wait to see what sketches I do in here, and we'll see you with more of the vlog coming tomorrow. It's now Thursday. I got up after a lie-in and I had a pain au chocolat with a cup of tea for my breakfast. It was so good, and then I was just watching some episodes of Charmed and listening to a bit of music and doing a bit of drawing and colouring in and just watching some vlogs and TikToks. And then I got ready to go off up to the garden centre, and I headed off there and had a lovely walk up to the garden centre, enjoying the sunshine and blue skies. I got a snap of some autumn leaves. They've got such lovely colours on those leaves. I also got some selfies in front of some of the autumn leaves I saw whilst on my walk up to the garden centre, and then I got up to the garden centre and I had a look around, and they had a load of Halloween displays and I got some photos of those. I'm so excited for spooky season, and they had a mirror that they decorated as well, and I got a mirror selfie from there. I love a mirror selfie, as you guys know. I then got some flower sets from the flower section, and I'll show you guys those. They've got such lovely colours and patterns on. I was having a lovely look around there, and then I went off to the plant section, and it's huge, and I got a load of plant sets from there. Love all the succulents and cactuses and the pretty patterns on the leaves, and all the pretty plant pots, especially those bird plant pots. And then I went off to the cafe and I had a custard slice with a pot of tea and got myself an apple juice as well, and bumped into two of the people I go to morning group with, especially one group I go to on Friday mornings, and they were there with their carer, so I went over and had a chat with them, and then they headed off, and I then went off and had a look at the homeware section and stationery section, and had a look in the clothes shop they have there, and was looking around at some of the clothes from there. And then I got some more flower sets. Actually able to get quite a lot of flower stats from the garden centre. I didn't think there was going to be many now that it's coming to autumn. There was still quite a lot to get photos of, which is really nice. And then I was having a look at the Christmas section that started to pop in the garden centre, now starting to creep in a bit, and I got 2 Christmas pillows, and then got this ginormous skeleton gingerbread, and I'm going to show you guys a clip of those. Here are some things I got from Dobby's. So starting off with this one, I got this ginormous gingerbread skeleton, which I cannot wait to devour, and this is not going to take me long. And then I got some Christmas themed pillows. As you know, I've got this little corner in my room that I theme for summer and for autumn, and also I'm going to be doing it for Christmas. So I'm going to change these lights for like Christmassy ones. Going to try find some of those, and then change these pillows out and put these ones in. And these ones here are my ones that I normally use for summer, so the star and the sunshine. And yeah, they're so cute. I love my pillows. I can't wait to tuck into that gingerbread skeleton. Might take me a while, but I'm sure I'll finish it in no time. And I love those Christmas pillows. I can't wait to decorate for Halloween and Christmas. I love decorating for all the different seasons. And then I was listening to a bit of music and just enjoying and colouring in, and watching some vlogs and TikToks, and reading some more solitaire. I'm this close to finishing, which is very exciting. And then I sorted my Bleach doll out into a new look. Here is my new Bleach doll's look, starting off with the shoes. She's got these black boots on, and she has this gold, really puffy netting lace dress, which I love. And then she's got the space dress underneath, but I'm using it as a little top as a second layer. And I just love the space dress underneath, and the pearl necklace, and then her blue bow in her hair with some pearls on there. And this is the whole look. It's very Harajuku style, which I'm very into. Very out there, very Lady Gaga, early Gaga, and just love how out there and eccentric it is. And yeah, she is stunning. Then I was just listening to a bit of music and doing some drawing and colouring in and reading some more solitaire. I've got this much left to read, and I'm almost finished. And then I was watching some vlogs and TikToks, and had a cup of tea and some biscuits, and was listening to a bit of Kylie, and her new single Lights Camera Action comes out tomorrow, and I'm so excited to see the video and hear the song fully. Heard snippets of it and it sounds so good. And then this evening I'm off to Jones for the games of fruit night that we have on Thursday evenings, and I cannot wait. We're having mini roast and I'm on pudding duty, so before going there I'm off to the shops to get some pudding think we're planning to get crumble and some custard to have for our pudding. And then after that, me and Tash are planning to go into town to meet our mates into town, as we're having birthday celebrations for our mate whose birthday is soon. And I'll see you in more of the vlog coming later on. It's later on in the evening now, and I'm back from being at the games night. I got dropped down there by my dad, and just before getting dropped down there, I popped to the shops to get some pudding, and I got some cheesecake for us to have. Was going to get some crumble, but they didn't have any crumble in the shop, so I got some cheesecake instead, a New York cheesecake. And then I got dropped down to the games night, and it was lashing it down. The weather has just been so bad, and I got there and we had the mini roast and then had the cheesecake for pudding, and I'm going to show you guys photos of that. The mini roast and the cheesecake was so good, and then we were playing some games of Monopoly and playing games of Uno, and I won 2 games of Uno No Mercy and played lots of other games as well, but those were the 2 main ones that we love playing. And I also won a game of Monopoly Deal as well, which I was very happy about because I never win that game, so to finally win a game of that was really rewarding, and we had a lovely time. And I was then going to be meeting up with Tash, and we're going to be going into town, but the weather's been so bad, so I decided not to, and just to head home. And she's off in town at the moment, and the weather's so crap, so good luck to them. Hope they have a good time, but also hopefully they're staying dry because this weather has been insane. And I'm now off to go and finish off writing my journal entry for today, and then I'm going to be watching a brand new RuPaul's Drag Race, which is out today, and I'll see you with more of the vlog coming tomorrow. It's now Friday. I got up ready to go off to morning group and had some breakfast and listened to a bit of music. I then got dropped to morning group, and at morning group we were doing some arts and crafts, and I did a picture with some seaweed and some fish, and we cut the fish and stuck that on and used like paper to make the seaweed, and then used bubble wrap to cut and make the little bubbles out of the fish's mouth. And I'm going to show you guys a photo of that. It was really fun, and one of the people I go to the morning group with bought some custard creams in, so we had some cups of tea and coffee and had some custard creams and just had a bit of a natter. And then I got picked up by my mum. I got back and I had to go to my grandma's on the way back to run some errands for her, and then we had to go to the chemist. And then when I was back, my dad's back from being at work, and my Hayden Williams colouring activity book had arrived, and so he gave me the parcel, and it's so beautiful, lots of colouring in to do, such amazing illustrations. I have loved his illustrations for a very long time, so I'm so glad that I've got this book to colour in, and he is one of my illustration inspirations, and my illustrations I like to do are very heavily inspired by his work. So yeah, I am very excited to colour those in. I then had a cheese and pickle toasty with a cup of tea for my lunch, and was listening to a bit of music and just doing some drawing and colouring in. I was thinking of catching up on Neighbours and watching some episodes of Charmed, and sorted out my Bluetooth doll out into a new look that I'm going to show you guys. Here's my Bluetooth doll's new look, starting off with the shoes. She's got the black buckled boots on again. I love them, love the detail on these boots. She's got these black netting stockings on, and she has these blue denim shorts on and over the top, and then she has this floral pink dress underneath, and it's got blue floral print all over it. I love the pink and blue, which matches this pink bag with flowers all over it. Then she's got this black jacket with buttons on the side, and then this double chain necklace. Got the 2 necklaces in one, which I love. Then she's got the bow in her hair. Very cutesy little look. Then I was just listening to a bit of Kylie, and I watched the Lights Camera Action music video that was out today at 2, and it's such a great music video, it's such a great song. She looks stunning. And then for my tea, I had spaghetti bolognese. The spaghetti bolognese was so delicious, especially with lots of Parmesan cheese piled on top. Spaghetti is probably one of my favourite meals to have, that and a Sunday roast and a curry. Those are my 3 favourite things to eat. And I am now off to go and finish writing my journal entry for today, and then watch today's Home and Away and the UK soaps. And I have work tomorrow doing a 10 till 5, so I've got my uniform ready for that. I hope you guys all have a lovely rest of your evening, and we'll see you in my vlog tomorrow. It's now Saturday. I got up, showered and changed, ready for work, had some breakfast and listened to a bit of music, and then I got dropped to work by my dad. And just before work, I popped to the shops to get a drink from the shops, but the queue was really busy, so I didn't end up getting a drink from the shops. And just before work, I got a flower snap bouquet from one of the flower shops with some dahlias, and also got a snap of some pretty autumnal wreaths, and I'll show you guys those. Love dahlias so much. Dahlias are probably one of my favourite flowers to get photos of, and those autumnal wreaths are so pretty with all the lovely colours. I then got to work, got clocked in and put my bag away, and it was me and 3 other colleagues on shift, and it was a pretty busy shift with it being Saturday, so we had quite a lot of people sitting inside and outside. I saw it was quite nice, so I was buying lots of food and drinks, cleaning tables, doing food and drink orders and bill taking, and was on bar for most of the day taking lots of orders. And I was cleaning tables inside and outside, and saw and chatted to some of the regulars. And I got to have a lunch break, and I wanted to go off to the flower shop to get these dahlias, so I clocked off and had my lunch out of work and went off and got myself a meal deal from Co-op, and went to go to get the flowers, but they'd been sold, unfortunately, which is gutting, but at least I managed to get a pretty photo of them. I'll have to get some dahlias next time from there. And then I went to the child shop, and I got this red checkered jacket, which is so cute, and I love it. It's so autumnal. And then I got back to work and got clocked back in and continued on with my shift, and I'd set a timer on my phone for half an hour for my break, and then managed to get back just before the time had run out, so I wasn't late back, and had a nice break, and went off and had a look around the little market fair thing they had in the high street. And then the last little bit of my shift went quite slow. It felt like it had gone really quiet very quickly, so I was just doing lots of cleaning jobs and cleaning lots of tables inside and outside. And then I finished at 5ish as I helped put some menus out for the steak night that we were having this evening, so I put those out on the tables. And then I clocked off, got changed into this jumper that I love so much. I love this New York jumper. And then I got a Mare Safi wearing my new checkered jacket. You know how much I love a Mare Safi, and I love that jacket. It's so autumnal, and I have wanted one of those jackets for ages. I had a checkered jacket and it got shredded in the washing machine, so I was gutted, and I've been looking for ages, and it was in one of the child shops, and it was only £7, so I'm getting that. And I just love a child shop find. Never snub a child shop, because you could get some really good stuff in there. And then I went off to Co-op as I'd left my M&Ms there when I got my lunch earlier on, and they had them behind the till for me, so I went and got those. And then I went off to the pub just across the road where my family friend worked, so I was having a chat with him and had some drinks from there. And then my mum came in to show her new haircut, as she'd had a haircut just across the road from there, and it's short, shaved on one side and curly, and it's her natural curls, and it looks really nice. And then she headed off to the shops with my younger sister to get some bits and bobs from there, and I walked back from being at the pub and had a lovely stroll back. And on my way back, I got the snap of this autumn leaf shaped like a heart. So adorable. I was just walking along and I looked down and I was like, that leaf looks like a heart. So I was really happy to get that photo, and it just makes me really happy, and the colours on those leaves are so pretty. I love autumn, red and orange and yellow leaves. Autumn is probably one of my favourite times of year. It's just such a beautiful time of year, and it's now officially autumn. It was officially autumn on the 22nd of September, and cannot believe how fast this year is going. It'll be Christmas before we know it. And then I got back and I was just looking at the Frats Mean Girls collaboration they're doing, and the Hocus Pocus doll line that they're releasing next week, and I'm going to show you guys photos of those. They look insane. I cannot wait. I really want to get the Caddy one and the Hocus Pocus dolls. Definitely need to get those, and they come out next week, which is very exciting. And also they come out on the 3rd, which is Mean Girls anniversary, so cannot wait to get one of those. They go onto Amazon, so I'm going to be on there ASAP getting me one of those. And I'm not sure when Hocus Pocus dolls come out. I think they come out next week or sometime around October, and need to get those as well. And Heartstopper season 3 comes out next week, and it comes out on Thursday, and I've got Thursday off, so you know I'm going to be watching all of that, and I'm going to be an emotional mess. And I then had a cup of tea and some biscuits, and was just finishing off watching some stuff on Netflix that I had to catch up on, and have just been rewatching lots of Friends episodes, and was watching a bit of Harry Potter, the 5th one, which is probably my favourite one. And I can't believe that Maggie Smith is dead. R.I.P. McGonagall, such a brilliant actress, and will be dearly missed. I did a TikTok where I put my wand up, my Neville Longbottom wand I got from the Harry Potter shop in Yorkshire, and I did the TikTok where they put their wand up when a actor dies from the film series, and it got lots of likes and comments and stuff, and yeah, had to be done. And loads of people were commenting saying that I was one of the first people they'd seen on their TikTok feed doing the wand up in there thing. And yeah, just can't believe that she's gone. And then I had my tea. I had a curry and some onion bhajis. It was so delicious. Love onion bhajis so much. And I then was just watching a bit of Doctor Who, and I was watching the Gun in the Fireplace episode, which is probably one of my favourite Doctor Who episodes ever. And I've started reading One Day. Such a great series, and I know that I'm going to be an absolute mess when reading it, and I'm such a slow reader, so I'll be reading it when we're in Edinburgh, me and Tash, in the end of November, and I will be an absolute mess. And I cannot wait to get to Edinburgh. We're going to be doing the one-day tour. We're going to be doing so much. We're there for 4 days, but we've literally got so much crammed in these 4 days. It's going to be insane. First time flying after not flying since I was like 5 years old. I think that's the first and last time I flew, when I went over to Ireland for my aunt and uncle's wedding. So I'm a little bit nervous, but I'm sure I'll be in safe hands with Tash, and we'll be so excited that it'll probably go so quickly, and I just cannot wait. Gotta wait for my provisional license to use for my form of passport, and it should be here next week. Fingers crossed, all being well. As I sent it off not last week, but the week before, and it says it should take up to 3 weeks. And if there was any problems, we probably would have heard by now. So, and then me, my mum, my dad, and my sisters were watching the Sister Acts 2 movie, which has Maggie Smith in. So every time she popped up, me and my sisters were literally like, "Oh my god!" So I can't believe she's gone. Also, managed to cut my finger in 2 places whilst at work. I was putting glasses away, and one of the glasses smashed in my hand. So I was like, "Oh my god, I've magic! I've got powers! I made it smash!" And yeah, so that was fun. And now I'm off to go and watch new Strictly Come Dancing and finish writing my journal, and then probably just chill for the rest of the evening. I hope you guys all have a lovely rest of your weekend, and we'll see you with more to vlog tomorrow. It's now Sunday. I hope you guys are all having a lovely Sunday rest. I got up after a very long and well-needed lie-in. I guess I needed the extra sleep, and I had also been up pretty late watching Emily in Paris. I've stumbled across Emily in Paris and have fallen in love with it like many others. I have heard of it, but I watched it and I started watching it, and I absolutely love Emily in Paris. And then on my Sunday morning, I got up after having this lie-in, and I had some toast and a cup of tea for my breakfast. And my uncle and aunt have gone away for a week, so we're dog sitting for their dog Tilly, who doesn't really like me at the moment, but it will obviously take her a while to get used to me. And so I've just been keeping at arm's length. And I then was watching a bit of Merlin. I then got myself ready to go off on a walk, and I got some flower stats I'm going to show you guys. I had a lovely walk and was able to get some really pretty flower snaps. And then whilst on my walk, I came across this pretty artwork. So pretty with all the lovely flowers and all the colours. And then I got some more flower snaps. I love all the pretty colours and the roses I was able to get snaps of. I did manage to fall over and bang my knee, and that really hurt. Whilst on my walk, I'm so clumsy. I managed to cut my fingers and my knee, and it started to rain a bit, but it was very refreshing. And I was hobbling a bit, but then after a while it didn't hurt as much, and I got 2 autumnal leaf snaps. Such pretty colours on those leaves. I then got back and had some lunch and kind of just rested my knee, got that clean and bandaged up, and it's not hurting as much as it was. And then me and my mum and my dad and younger sister were watching this wildlife documentary with David Attenborough. I love a bit of David Attenborough. And my grandma's now come over for tea. We're having a roast. I'm having mine when I get back from work. I'm doing a 5-top close, and I've got my uniform ready for that. And I'm now off to go and chill before getting ready for work, and we'll see you when I'm back from work. It's now later on in the evening, and I'm back from doing my evening shift at work. I did 5 till close, and I got in, clocked in and put my bag away, and got loads of the cleaning jobs done. And then this quiz started that we do on Sunday night, and it was pretty busy. We had quite a lot of teams in for the quiz, and I was running lots of food and drinks, cleaning tables, doing food and drink orders and bill taking, and pouring lots of pints and so on, chat to some of the regulars. And my knee was killing me, but I had to push on through. I'm not off for 2.5 days, so can rest then. And Tash and some of the others came in to take part in the quiz, so I was chatting with them throughout the night. And then I clocked off and got my bag and coat, and the weather has been so crappy, and whilst waiting to get picked up it was raining so much. And I got back, got into my PJs, and then for my tea I had a Sunday roast. The roast was so delicious. I'm not off to go and watch the Strictly results from tonight and finish writing my journal about today. And then tomorrow, me and Tash are off to go to watch Beetlejuice, the second film from the Beetlejuice film series. I love Beetlejuice so much and cannot wait to see that. And after that, we're going to go have some lunch and then go off into the mall and have a look on there. Maybe go to Home Bargains, which will be exciting, seeing all the autumn and Halloween stuff in there. And yeah, cannot wait for that. I hope you guys have all had a lovely weekend and all have a lovely week ahead. Please like, comment and subscribe, and I shall see you with a new vlog coming very soon.